What are we doing today, Maeve?
We are going to visit,
To investigate.
investigate,
To explore.
to put some things at peace, hopefully. We are ghost hunting in Arnos Cemetery, one of the oldest, biggest and overcrowded cemeteries in Bristol. Down here at Arnos Cemetery.
Which is rumoured to be one of Bristol's most haunted cemeteries. So we're going to try to find the ghost. We're going to tell you how they died. There's some murder mysteries in here. Arnos Cemetery, arguably one of the most famous cemeteries in Bristol. And it lays rest to Bristol's biggest unsolved crime victim and the last victim of the acid bath serial killer, aka the Vampire of London. And the final resting place for father of modern India, great Hindu social and religious reformer, Raja Raman Roy. As you know, this is our first episode, so please excuse any awkwardness or just any bad editing or anything. This is the first time any of us have ever done anything like this, and it was difficult enough retaining the information or just following along telling a story, but we're in this together, so let's go. And I really hope you enjoy. Arnos Cemetery was opened 1839, and around the same time Queen Victoria was getting crowned. The cemetery was built by Charles Underwood in the style of a Greek necropolis. Rated to be an answer for overcrowding in the churchyards, now Arnos is actually completely overcrowded itself, and you can't get buried there unless you have family on the plot. Being buried in Arnos was a sign of social status in the Victorian era, but also home to a number of guinea graves. When I say numbers, I mean numbers on numbers. Guinea graves were introduced in the 1850s to allow those who could afford the guinea to be buried in a shared market grave, thus avoiding the shame of lying uncommemorated in a pauper's unmarked grave. Basically, whoever couldn't afford their own grave and still wanted a resting place would have a shared grave. And this is why there are graves everywhere here. Basically, it's overcrowded here. There are graves upon graves upon graves upon graves. All this woodland that you see, bajillions of graves. Graves. Any bit of stone you see on the floor, girl, that's a grave. Decorated with elaborate and significant statues, everyone wanted to be buried here, which eventually, that's what led to its overcrowding in the 1920s. Bruh! Dude, what even is that? Evidence, mince me! Right, I know you were like, girl, did you say Vampire of London acid bath killer? We will get to that. First, I want to introduce you to Robert Parton Jackson, who was victim of a murder 1946, which still is unsolved to this day. We're looking for... What did you say his name was? Robert N.
Jackson.
Edith Mary Fisher. Oh, it fell off. Janet Smith.
Like a white stone.
You'd think that you'd be somewhere like front and centre.
Yeah.
It must be over here. I think this is the only crypt. It's a cool crypt though. There's a really funny energy in here.
My spider senses are starting to tingle.
No, come here. Come here. Stand exactly where I'm stood and just tell me if you feel a difference. Right there. Yeah, I don't like something's I can't even talk though.
There he is.
Is that him? Yeah. That's a bit crazy. We got you a flower.
Oh, yeah.
Where's his flower now we found him?
This is the story. I feel like I need to be facing the middle.
Okay.
But we have to face them. Robert N. Parton Jackson. He's above us, so that's why I keep looking.
Yeah.
And we've lit a candle for our friend Robert. And we've also popped a rose, just to know that we're thinking about him. And we want to tell his story today. He died May 29th, 1946.
I was born on January 3rd, 1913.
1913, that was his birthday. 2,000 people were sat in a cinema in Bristol called the Odeon, and back then it was like one cinema room, a restaurant, and like an office or whatever.
The film began at 6:25 and was called The Light That Failed.
At the beginning of the film, the main protagonist got shot in the eye by his girlfriend.
It is believed that the gunman timed this when he shot Robert to be at the exact same time. So obviously it's highly speculated whoever shot Robert timed it to be at the exact same time that this happened in the film to disguise the noise. No one in the viewing room knew that Robert actually got shot, and the police let the film carry on to the end so they could see whoever was leaving if they had a motive or if they looked a bit dodgy. There's loads of speculation, either maybe a jealous ex-lover shot him, it was a robbery gone wrong, maybe it had something to do with the fact he was in the Navy before. Like I said before, no one in the viewing room knew that Robert had been shot, and it was only till someone else working at the cinema found him in a pool of his own blood, gasping for air. The police had found one bullet that had missed him, and the other one that sadly, fatally ended his life. He was taken to the BRI in Bristol, where he died with his wife at his side, and he left behind his daughter. So like I said, when Robert got shot, for some reason they just kind of let the film continue to run. They let everything just go on as was, to see if anyone that left looked a bit suspicious, or I guess looked like a murderer. Fuck knows what you would like look for. But there are also reports of a really suspicious scruffy dude being on the stairs and sprinting out of the cinema at the same time Robert got shot with a younger accomplice. So I don't know why that wasn't looked into more, but things were done differently back then. All the cases that we ever cover on this series, guys, most of the time you're just going to question the police work, because what the fuck. The robbery theory was actually investigated, but he had the keys to the safe in his pocket and nothing was stolen. No money, no belongings, no nothing. You can actually still go to the Odeon to this day. It's a bit more modern now than it used to be, but Robert Parton's story is very popular with them. They've been on loads of different haunted series in Bristol. I would say it's probably like the most famous Bristol haunted ghost case. Apparently his ghost haunts the Odeon cinema, so maybe one day we should go check it out. But today we're at his final resting place, so I don't know, maybe one day.
Okay, Robert, please attract the balls. Robert was like, do you know what, yeah, girls? You've come with some half-ass equipment. You put the recorder on. No. Girl, put the
I know, I feel like a little bug on my face.
What, you want to sit down?
No, but aren't we sitting to film?
Oh yeah,
That's what I'm saying, so we could do all of them in one. We'll go visit Robert Parton as well. Our man, Robert.
Should we go sit in the crypt? But we should go back in there.
Welcome
that had
to
weird energy.
It did have weird energy. Welcome to Arnos Graveyard. No, welcome to the hottest ghost hunting channel that there actually, hottest ghost hunting show that's ever been seen on with eyes.
Look at my testy bag. I look like an idiot.
Put it down.
She hide it somewhere and come back to her.
Yeah. Who's gonna stay here? Hide in that bush. I keep tripping, bro.
Mate.
With the little bugs. We absolutely love Robert Parrington. So we're back. Maeve. The other side's on the floor. What? We're going in the hazardous area. More like haunted spooky vibes area. Oh, what's that? 2007. These ones aren't even that old. That was 2007 as well. Try it. Wait, I'm gonna see. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, this is crazy. Really though, I hope people can like take from this how cool the architecture, like how strange the architecture is from the place. Because that would be cool. What, that? Oh. It's so like a European looking place. Doesn't look British at all. Looks like somewhere you'd get in like Russia. Oh girl, don't. That looks like we're going all the way down to the body.
Right now.
Yeah, I bet literally all the path, everything that we're walking on. This is where I was getting them view shots. This is the one where I was getting the weird vibes. And what is this? What? Why did someone whisper and the camera glitched? What? Please tell me you heard that too. It's like just a bee. What's up there? Should we look up there? This is where, remember we were last time with Aoife?
What, that's the path that leads to
Yeah,
it?
that's literally down
Let's
the...
go up here
Yeah.
and then we can go back down there.
I reckon we're going to catch some ghosts in our footage this time. So far you might be like, where's the ghost? There's actually quite a lot of activity in this video. Quite a lot of glitches, voices, shadows, that sort of thing. I also would love you guys' help as an audience because there is a lot of clips, there is a lot of stuff to go through. I need you guys to help go through it and see if you can see anything in this video and comment if you do see or hear something. Because of the sheer amount of activity that was in this video, I had audio recorders and a DIY ghost box. The DIY ghost box broke, and the audio recorders, there is just too much for me to go through on my own. Hopefully one day from this series we might make enough money to get a proper ghost box, but we just both aren't in the place to do that right now. Should we do one day them like overnight challenges?
In the room?
No, not in the no, like in like a haunted house.
Oh yeah, let's see if we can find it.
Yeah, and be like, oh, is there a ghost?
With a dog.
He just went that way. A ghost.
Oh, we can't on cam.
We just caught the ghost on camera, guys. This is getting really serious now. My little feet. That is a cool tree. Whoa. How are you gonna film me falling up the hill? You can't film me any other time and you got money stumbling. If I was a grave though, I'd want my own plot like this, probs. What's that? Common lime plus eucalyptus. What? What way should we go?
Let's go back down.
Okay. It's crazy that the graves don't end.
Like all this.
Graves.
All this.
Graves. 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 People. Graves.
Graves have probably been cemented over this path.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because it's over like 200 years old. I don't know how I felt about that bit. Don't know what the mattresses are about. That's where I'm sleeping later, girl. You seen this one?
Yeah.
Underwood Centre, buggy friendly route. Slay. Okay. Well, I would way more be scared than a human than a ghost. I ain't got any friends. I want a ghost to be my friend. What's it for? Living Jordan White winner.
Memorials. Should we walk back up that way? It looks a bit bushy down there.
You sure? Yeah. I feel like if we walk there, we'll come out. That's the end of the path, girl. I think. These ones all look the same and they all look so old.
Harriet?
Everyone's called Harriet in the section. I hear voices. Look at that. Oh, I want to see that one. Oh, you know where we should go? I don't know how we get to it. Remember when I was like, I want to go back there, but we had to first? Yeah. Well, I think we should go up there.
Oh, yeah, the hill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we just go up here?
Yeah,
This will take us on the other end of the hill. Yeah. This will take us, I think, the other end of the place we were. I hear voices. And then, oh. We can go.
I'm telling you, we can.
No, we've not seen this one. I remember it. Girl, don't walk away from me. I'm scared. Hello, it's me again in editing. I must say, out of everything that happened, this to me personally is the scariest. No, whoa, yeah. Oh, you're lying. I get it, you're like, right, something fell out of a tree and hit you. Just wait. Well, I believe personally, I'd say this was a fairy, but you can make your own decision. I really hope I got that on camera. Bro. Right, I'm a witch, and at first I didn't want to put my 2 pence in because I just felt people be like, oh, airy fairy, I don't want to listen to this bullshit. But the fact that there is this convenient piece of rock, piece of slate, whatever, just under this book, and the feeling I was getting, and the fact that I was being attacked by the trees, it's giving fairy vibes to me all over it. If you're someone that practices fairy magic, you will know exactly what I mean. I don't know if this is a subject I want to delve into now, but let me know. But, you know, it's my channel and I want to be authentic, so that's what I genuinely think. Maeve! I feel like I got some weird clips then. Dude, I feel like I might have got some really weird clips. Oh my god, cute!
5p in there.
That's nice, we got some money in. Never do, I am broke. Dude, every time I was reading that gravy, you can hear it on the camera, I think. Like something would fall out the tree, like a big thing. Like enough to make enough noise. Look at that! Yeah, the hell? That's just something balancing on top of one another. Oh my god, look at these. Oh. Wow, look at that one, Bianca.
It's not up here though.
These are the World War I memorials. Henriette, where are you?
Girl, what is all this? I can smell wild garlic.
Ooh, I smell something.
What sort of trail is this? Like, ain't there someone that comes and cuts the bloody grass?
Obviously not here.
Yeah. That looks promising.
Oh wow, look at him.
Look, you
With the super old ones. I think she's in there, bruh.
sort of grave. They might just make Henrietta barriers.
Nah, you got good right to agree. Girl! She was a wealthy widow living in this hotel on her own, and she befriended Robert Parrington. Oh, no, and she befriended
Robert Parrington.
Get my name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Richard.
Just to clarify, the monster that murdered Henrietta is not Robert Parrington, it's John Hay. Known as the acid bath killer or the vampire of London, John Hay is a convicted serial killer for the murders of 6 people. Hay was a sick man who would batter his victims, shoot them, and then dispose of the bodies in sulfuric acid. Hay, although claimed to have killed 9, and also claimed he drank the blood of all the people that he murdered, but there's no evidence for this. He was a clubbad, and after he disposed of the bodies, by dissolving them in the sulfuric acid, he would forge signatures, he would sell possessions, he would collect large sums of money. Henrietta was the last victim and brought an end to his disgusting behaviour. John Hay led all the victims to their death by befriending them. Before the murders, he was in prison for fraud, and fraud is what he did best. He would forge signatures, steal belongings, houses, identities, anything he could to profit. Fraud wasn't enough, and then he just decided to be a murderer. I think he said he had like bad dreams where the devil told him to do it. Whatever, mate. I think he just wanted to plead insane. But this is the story of Henrietta. She was a wealthy widow living in this hotel on her own, and she befriended John Hay. John Hay lay claim that he was some great inventor or whatever. He had a workshop. This is where he would carry out his murders. Unfortunately, she trusted him. She had this idea to put plastic on the end of fingernails to make false fucking nails. Our queen.
So he then invited her to a workshop. As you know, he was a con man, a scammer, put on a fake front.
I think he even had like bits of plastic like laid out that she could look through. Like he was about the scam.
So she was invited to the workshop where obviously, I don't know what
The madness happened.
Yeah, but then he had shot her and just put her put her body straight into a barrel. Yeah.
He was weird. Yeah, he was
Like, did he cut her up?
weird.
He was weird.
Yeah,
What,
he
like,
was
did he
weird.
cut her up?
I don't know. I think he literally just.
That's
I'll
fucked.
find out. I'll find out.
Not that cutting her up's like less fucked, but I mean like just
It's so
chucking the
fucked.
whole body and putting acid.
He was just tapped from a really young age. He had this thing about putting him in sulfuric acid because he like read it somewhere. He was weird.
In the head and disposed of her body in a barrel full of sulfuric acid. So prior to going to the workshop, she had told her friend who was also living at the hotel with her that she was going to this workshop with John Hay.
John Hay didn't know that she had told his
Yeah,
friend.
and
John Hay
obviously-
was cocky as fuck. He was like, no one's gonna know.
Yeah, and obviously
no one's
John
gonna
Hay
notice.
was living at the hotel at this time, so the friend had seen John Hay come back without her friend and, you know, obviously started getting suspicious. So both of them, John Hay and the friend, had went to the police station where a female police officer had literally took one look at John and seen how he was reacting to the situation and said, no, something's off about him.
They looked into John Hay's background, discovered all his conning past, his fraud past that he had, that he'd been in prison for fraud before, investigated the workshop, and that's where they found all the different parts.
I should have had my sunglasses on the whole time.
Ugh, you can't be doing that. I ain't got no sunglasses to hide my
You
truth.
literally look fine.
I always look fine.
Right through the middle of you.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, it's a good spot.
Thanks.
Right in the sun.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
That was a ghost, guys. 2 ghosts just went past us with a ghost dog.
Did you see them? Or did
you
you see them with your naked eye?
Did you
Or
see
were they just on video? Because we did not see them.
We
in
did
real
not
life. We
see
heard the
them.
voices.
We just felt them.
So at that time, they decided to investigate his workshop where they had found Henrietta's dentures, feet,
A foot.
a foot,
Like 3 gallstones.
yeah, I was gonna say
Henrietta's
gallstone.
coat. And do you know what else they found? They had found John Hay had basically had a dry cleaning receipt for Henrietta's coat. So like they would give the dry cleaner
Oh,
and get
right,
the thing.
yeah.
He had a ticket for this coat as well that they found. They found a bunch of body parts basically. John Hay was fucked. John Hay went to a prison. John Hay will never seen the light of day again. As he should. He shouldn't have just even been born.
But
Yeah,
Yeah.
poor Henrietta.
that's her story. And her dad, we're 99% sure he is buried
We
here.
don't know.
Because they're,
Our sources of information, literally,
You know.
it tells you all the most famous cases here in Arnos grave, like the
and they
famous,
show you graves.
yeah, like significant people, famous murder, crimes, or whatever. And like they said, Henrietta is here. We can't find her. We don't believe them. We think it's her dad because we can't find record of her dad being here. So because she obviously her life ended in such a bizarre, unfortunate way where there's probably pieces of her. It did say she was cremated online. She probably doesn't have a proper memorial like that. If she does, we can't find it anywhere. We've tried our best. Yeah, we can't find her. Should we just give up? Should we just admit that we can't find her?
Yeah. Well, she's not here, I don't reckon. But her dad is. I can feel
We
it now.
found
know
the
that.
truth.
Yeah.
We found the truth, and that's what's important here
Yeah.
on Haunties.
And can I also say,
Yeah.
Henrietta had got stolen of the idea of false nails. She was the creator, guys. Keep that in mind. Henrietta Olivia Roberts Duran Deacon. Yeah.
10 years later, a man
A man.
said that he had the idea, and he came up with like putting dental stuff, I think, on your nose.
A man.
Sorry, no, Henrietta had the idea first. This was 10 years prior, and just because she was like murdered, and because it's just a detail in the story in it, she went to go meet him to discuss her invention of false nails or whatever. People don't actually think, oh, false nails like that
yeah,
weren't
oh.
around then. Crazy, absolutely crazy.
That's Henrietta's story.
Go in because you're in the way. No, it's alright, go ahead. Oh, thanks, Will.
I was so tempted to make ghost.
Okay. Bit dirty. Bit dirty. They're just like fucking 400 years old. There are 4 fine buildings within the cemetery, 2 entrant lodges and 2 mortuary chapels. All 4 buildings are listed grade 2 and were designed by Charles Underwood and built using the finest materials, so that the high quality of the building probably saved them from even greater destruction given the lack of maintenance and attention over the last 2 decades of the 20th century. They were linked by a tunnel running underneath the main driving area between them, so that day-to-day movement would not interfere with the funeral processions passing through the gates. You know, in terms of the actual crypt, I could barely find fucking any information, so... What's this? Oh no. Funeral bear, handcrafted bears, modern interpretation of funeral bears. This was to transport coffins around Arnos, look. Oh, but my skin's like crawling, I'm so excited. I just love actual old things. Like, look at that.
funny how there was an emo person in here.
I don't know why the audio cuts out here and it got really slow, but overall this part of the graveyard, the footage that we took just had so many glitches.
God, they could have dusted it up a bit, couldn't they? But I want to come up there. I would just love to know. Or do you reckon if you went over there, you get stuck in there? Where are these from? 1847! Bruh, 1882. 1860.
What are these ones? 1847.
Bit creepy in this one. I gotta go in. I feel like there's like a ghost stood right there. Okay.
So yeah, I know glitches aren't exactly the most thrilling evidence. A lot of people would probably not even consider this anything to do with the paranormal, but I mean, it's worth noting. And that shutter noise keeps fucking happening throughout this whole thing. And I have no idea what it is, and it's happening on both our devices, so that's why it's a bit weird. You'll see some orbs and some light glitches now as well. You can also see the old cremation stuff, but we weren't able to see this. I think due to vandals, it's been closed off.
Yeah, 1920.
Maeve, I feel like there's a rat in that one.
Stop.
I think I seen a rat in it.
1920.
Look at the grass.
In the grass where?
I don't know, I was filming, so we'll be able to see.
Ew. Ew.
Maeve, hold the pram so I can film the date.
Not a rat.
You're a rat.
You're a rat.
I will now, wait. Let me just film this. Right. Something was moving in the bush.
Oh yeah, we have been here. Remember her? Oh, back it up. Do you remember her?
Yeah, because she's got the photo. Yeah.
Great. A 1918.
Do you reckon it?
1932.
Harry Arthur?
Mini Mary. That's what I used to call your great nun.
That's her name. It's not what they... Let's look over
You
here.
don't remember nothing.
I literally don't. That's why I was like, I literally put a thing in the video.
Don't be like, let's go open the
You could.
Yeah, me and him.
No one's proud. I gotta keep up the illusion. I'm young and available. People probably think we're like drunk when we walk around. We should like, you know, people are like, them girls are, oh my god, there's a Jesus hanging on the cross.
Just a Catholic.
Yeah, but that's all. That makes me.
Wait, are Catholic people into Jesus?
That's my favourite quote of the whole video, but I was not expecting to see the full fucking accurate cross Messiah on a cross thing. I'm a fan, but like what the like I thought it was a real person, so I was a bit taken back. But Arnos has a Catholic graveyard next to it.
Oh, it's in a different language.
We got some weird vibes here. It just didn't feel, I don't know, it didn't feel friendly.
I like this one. This is one's cool. That's not Jesus, is it? Is that Jesus?
Yeah. Bruv, man said, is that Jesus? Ooh, yo.
No, not for Jesus. That's bad. You can't do that.
Oh.
Do you think you'll be buried, Maeve, or disposed of? Disposed of, that's not the right word. So she's quite... What's that? So when someone dies before their loved one or whatever, and then that loved one remarries, where does the loved one get buried? With the original, I guess they just have to pick. But that to me gives that vibe.
Did you see her name?
Oh
Annie?
yeah,
Cousin.
they're missing some. A devoted husband.
Yeah, the Annie Elizabeth cousins, Herbert cousins. Is this a female energy? Is this a female energy? Is this a female?
Got problems.
Can you please show me no? I'm really sorry if I was disrespectful.
Yeah, we hope that you find us funny and not disrespectful.
I'm like, I literally just felt like I got tilted to the side. I don't know if you'll see that on the camera, but I felt really weird then.
What do you mean?
I thought the things were tilting, but I just felt like I got tilted to the side.
Got problems.
Can you please show me no? I'm really sorry if I was disrespectful.
Yeah, we hope that you find us funny and not disrespectful.
I'm like, I literally just felt like I got tilted to the side. I don't know if you'll see that on the camera, but I felt really weird then.
What do you mean?
I thought the things were tilting, but I just felt like I got tilted to the side. Weird.
Wait, if you just touched Maeve, could you do it again, please?
Stop, Mads, because I do feel weird.
What do you mean, bad?
No, like I feel like I feel something, like, and that was
What
so
do you think
weird.
in your head?
I don't know.
What just came into your head when you were like, I feel something?
Just like something's blocking my air.
Blocking your hair?
Air, like, it's like someone stood in front of me and was like blocking the wind.
Please ignore how I look, but I had to come on and say thank you because this is our first episode of Haunties. And there was so much more that I did want to do with this. There was more equipment I wanted to bring in. There was loads of other footage and audio clips to go through, but this never would have been released otherwise. And I've been promising it to you guys for a while. So let me know if you liked it. If you didn't like it, I guess let me know. Be nice though. So I'm so happy to bring it to you. We both are so excited and so happy to bring it to you. This is a work in progress project thing that we're all in together. So leave your suggestions below, leave what you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe because it helps us out a bunch. I was gonna say some outro then, but I don't have one. Bye, motherfucker.
He's gone still because he's scared of us.